Howdy, welcome to Comp 1. This is ENGL 1010, section I04. My name is Eric Fish. I'll be teaching the course. The I stands for Internet. This is an asynchronous Internet course, which means we're not going to be meeting as a class at any time in any way during the semester. Obviously, if you have questions or if you want to meet with me personally via Zoom or something like that, we can do that. But we're not going to have class meetings. And we're going to complete our work online. And mainly use D2L to do that. So hopefully you can get to your D2L homepage. You wouldn't be watching this video if you couldn't. And I want to show you the course a little bit and how to function in the course. So you're just going to click on our particular course. Generally on this first page, you're going to have reminders about work that's coming due. And I generally keep that up to date. Right now I don't even have the course published yet, so it's just got the welcome page. But within D2L, we're going to be working in maybe 4 or 5 different places. The most important area you should be aware of is the content page. I'll click on that. Let me get in here as a student. Wait a minute. And you'll click on the content page and you'll see all the information for the course. If I say, this course documents on the content page under Essay Assignment Spring 2024, I want you to come here, click on this link, and it'll take you to that page. To begin the class, you should be taking a look at the class schedule and the course syllabus. We'll come back to those in a second. The first 2 assignments that are coming due is the formatting D2L exercise. And again, you'll click on that. And also the syllabus quiz is coming due on next Saturday. I'm doing this video on the 12th. And you can scroll down and see all the other information for the course. This isn't everything, obviously. We're going to build the course as we go a little bit. I don't like to pile everything on there because it's very easy to get confused about where things are. But for right now, make sure you're looking at those course documents. Then we'll start posting more videos about essay assignments, journal entries, and the other assignments that are coming due. We're going to come back to the class schedule here in a second. But that's where course material tends to be. Sometimes students are interested in their grades. So if you come to grades, you'll see a listing of all the grades that we're going to be doing in the course. We'll be filling those out as we go through the course. You can kind of see some things that are kind of short, kind of daily exercise kind of stuff. And the essay assignments start to be worth quite a few more points once we get to those. And this is Comp 1, so it's going to be a lot of writing, right? And just if there's ever a question about the grades, it's very easy for me to make a mistake. This is all the little boxes I'm going to have to fill out by the end of the semester. It's a lot. It's very easy for me to transpose a grade or get a wrong grade. Plus, I think we have 2 Charleses in the class, 2 Alyssas. So, it's easy for me to get confused once in a while and put the wrong grade. So if there's ever a problem with the grade, do not hesitate to let me know. Not generally, my reply is going to be like, "Oops, sorry," and I fix it. The other important area is under assignments. Excuse me. The weather's changing, so I'm having trouble keeping my throat clear. This is where you're going to submit material, and there's videos to show you how to do that, and I'll show you those here in a second. The first 2 assignments coming due are the syllabus quiz and an intro formatting paragraph. This is where you're going to put them in their own particular drop boxes. Sometimes I'll call the assignments area Dropbox folders. That's what D2L used to call it, and I'm slow to change apparently. Generally, I try and give them both. Also, another important area is class list. This is a list of everybody in the course. You're probably not emailing everybody else, but you will be emailing me. And if you want to email me, you can just come to class list, click on my name, and the email function will come right up, and you put your subject in there, your body. If you need to upload something, you do that down here under upload, and you hit send, and it should send me the email. To check your D2L email, try not to be inside this course when you do that. You want to go back to your D2L homepage and click on this little envelope, and it'll give you, you got to click on any of the emails. And eventually, you'll see all your emails for all your courses within this little area. If you're inside a particular course and you click the envelope, you only see the emails from that particular course, so be careful there. You can also email me by clicking on an email and just replying if that's what you want to do. But make sure you're checking that D2L email daily to keep up in the course. This is an internet course. That's how we communicate. So make sure you're checking those. To kind of go over the course a little bit. By the way, I like to do YouTube videos because you can pause them if you're kind of like, oh, this guy won't shut up. I need a break. Well, hit pause. Go do what you got to do. Come back and continue the video. You can also play me a little faster if it feels like I'm talking very slowly. You can adjust the playback speed in YouTube as well. So that's nice. All right, so we're back on the content page under table of contents under course documents. I want to look at the course syllabus first. I'm going to go ahead and download that. Eventually going to do a syllabus quiz, so I'm not going to go over every little thing on the syllabus. It's quite a bit to read, and it's quite a bit to write. But like I said, this is an internet class. Assignments are going to be due on Wednesdays and Saturdays. You can always turn material in early. So if Saturday's your big work day, you might be getting them in on Friday. Generally, they're due at 11:59 p.m. I'm not up at midnight, so if you're a late night person, you turn stuff in at 3 in the morning, and that's pretty common for internet students. You're working all around the clock, right? I'm not gonna, as long as it's there by Sunday morning when I check my the Dropbox folder for the assignments, I'm happy. So you don't have to email me and say, can I have it in by 2 a.m.? It's like, yes, I wouldn't even answer the email because I'll be asleep. So that's fine. That's just kind of a common time for most internet courses. So Wednesday nights and Saturday nights, I'll post my office hours once I know those. Comp 1, we're going to be doing a essay writing, research writing mainly. That's kind of the point of the class, is for you to learn how to create essays, incorporate research into your essays, and support what you say through research. And that's kind of what the course objectives are. You do not need a textbook. You may want to get a USB drive if you're old school like me and want just something physical to save your stuff on. But be careful. Try not to save all your stuff in one place. If it's all on your laptop and your 3-year-old throws your laptop in the toilet, hopefully you have backup somewhere, right? In fact, you're expected to have backup somewhere. Same thing with Google Docs. If you break up with your partner and they delete all your Google Docs, you have it backed up somewhere, right? Maybe you've emailed it to yourself or something. Don't just have things in one place. There's a grading breakdown. If you want to see all the details, you can go to page 6. Some students like to print this grading breakdown and keep track of their grades as they go along. Sometimes it's hard to keep up with all your D2L stuff. But you can kind of see we're going to write 4 major essays in the course. The essays get longer and more complex as we go along, so they're worth more points. But we've got 4 major essays. Along the way, we'll be doing some free writing exercises called journals. We'll talk about those a little bit more once we get the syllabus quiz and intro paragraph in. And then we have daily exercises, not really daily, but weekly exercises to get us ready for these essays. So that hopefully once you get to the essays, you're ready to go. If you add up all the points for the course, it's 1,010 points. So there's 10 bonus points built into the course. And 900 points is an A, 90% is an A, 80% is a B, 70% is a C. But there's a kind of a list of everything we're going to be doing throughout the semester. And again, I'm not going to read all these course policies, but I want to emphasize just a couple of them. The first one, it's not displaying very well, is it? There we go. If you have any kind of issue, concern, or problem regarding any part of the course, you have to let me know. I'm sitting at my house looking at my computer thinking I'm the greatest internet teacher in the world, and you're sitting at your house looking at the screen like, what in the world does this guy want from me? We need to meet there, right? So if you're not seeing an assignment, or if maybe I forgot to open a Dropbox folder, sometimes it's just me having a brain fart, right? In D2L, I have to actually release certain assignments. So if I don't hit that button, or I think I hit the button, you may not be able to see it, and you're sitting home wondering, well, where's this at? And I'm like, well, it's right there. So then I look at it, it's like, oops, I forgot to hit the button, and then I'll put it up there. But if you're having trouble, if you're getting stuck on essays, you got to let me know. I can't look through my computer screen and see you, or if I could, I wouldn't tell you about it, right? But let me know that that's the key to the internet course. If you're having trouble, if you can't find something, email me. Let me help you. Especially during the first few weeks. It's every internet course is a little bit different. So if you got more than this internet course, you got 2 or 3 different internet courses. Things are located in different places. It's hard to find things sometimes. It takes a while to get used to your instructor. Make sure you save your work. I already talked about that. Don't delete graded work. If I send your SA2 back graded, and for some strange reason you decide to delete it, then can you even prove you took this course by the end of the semester if you delete all your graded work? So be careful. Especially like if I die in a fiery car crash, May 1st, you want to be able to take all your grades to my dean and say, hey, I'm sorry, you died in a fiery car crash, but I need my grade. And hopefully you have a tear in your eye too, because I died in a fiery car crash. But make sure you cover your rear end there. We've had students do things like that, and if you can't prove you took the class and did the work, what do you want the dean to do if something happens? It's an internet class. We won't ever cancel class. If we have some horrible event, the ice storm of the century or something, then we'll have to try and work things around. And that's happened a couple of times where we just had just a major snowstorm and nobody had internet and we just had to adjust. But generally, just because it snows and Sullivan County schools are out doesn't mean we still don't have work coming due, right? Again, you're going to be reading all this for the syllabus quiz. AI, ChatGPT, Bard, all these different programs that can produce essays for you are starting to become a major problem with, particularly in college writing. And you can't use that. That's cheating. And if I catch you, you'll fail the course, right? Because that's not fair to the students who are actually doing the work. So I have to see each step of your essay throughout the writing process. I want to see, we're going to be developing topics. You got to send me your thesis statement, first 2 paragraphs, your draft. You got to participate in the peer reviews, or I want to accept your essay for grading. And that again, that's very important. It's starting to become a bit of a problem with some students. And again, the honor code, all this work has to be your own. You're not really permitted to use ChatGPT or Bard in this course. You're at home. I can't forbid you, but if I catch you using it in your essay, and it's really not that hard to catch, you'll get a 0 or you'll fail the course. So be careful there. It's kind of fun to play with, but be careful. Don't be using it for your essays. So your writing has to be your own, basically. It can't be something rehashed from high school. It can't be something from Bard or ChatGPT. And you are responsible for knowing the content of your essay. If you turn in an essay that seems magically produced with sources I've never heard of before, I'm going to ask you to produce those sources. So be careful. And if you have questions about it, be sure to let me know before you submit your work. But kind of read that carefully. That's kind of an important thing. And colleges are kind of clamping down on that a bit, so be aware of that. The rest of this is pretty straightforward. Something looks a little confusing while you're doing the syllabus quiz, let me know. Kind of an important one. Excuse me. I can't drop you from a class. Your math teacher can't drop you from a class. If you want to withdraw from a course, you have to do the paperwork and be super careful. If you just quit attending and within the first couple of weeks and you're on Tennessee Promise and you fail because of absences, you can lose your Tennessee Promise. So be very careful. If you drop below full-time with scholarships, you might lose your scholarship. So make sure you go to financial aid, see what happens if you drop a class, make sure you understand what's going on there. The rest, pretty straightforward. Nothing fancy there. So those are all those policies for the course. Generally, if you're showing up, doing the work, and doing your own work, you're not going to have to worry about these. But it's important to be aware that all these policies do exist. And again, you're going to be reviewing them for that syllabus quiz. This class schedule is here. I'm going to go ahead and download that as well. And when something says due, it's due that day or that night. So for our first week, everybody's figuring out where they're going and where the classes are and how they're going to function. And that's all these first videos are. Just the introduction to the course. Video number 1 is this video right now. Number 2 covers the syllabus quiz. Number 3 covers how to do the intro formatting paragraph. And generally that's what's going to happen. Then I'm going to keep posting videos. The next ones will cover how to do the journals. But when something says due, like for journals 1 through 3, they're due on that Wednesday, the 24th. The first 2 paragraphs of the first essay are due on the 27th, that Saturday night. But you can kind of see we're going to start with the self-regulated learner essay. Just a basic 5-paragraph essay, kind of seeing where everybody's starting from. Then we're going to move on quite beyond that 5-paragraph format. We're going to do a kind of career/education essay. That's going to focus on what do you need to do to get to the particular career you're looking for. So if you're a nursing major, one, you have to get your gen ed requirements done. Then you apply to the nursing program, which is competitive. How hard is it to get into that? Then you're going to just kind of research how hard is it to get into the nursing program. Once you pass the nursing program, you've got to pass the NCLEX, the national exam. You want to see how many of our students pass that, right? If only half the students pass it after going through the entire nursing program, that's not good. Actually, it's really high. It's like in upper 90%. But you know, you kind of then once you pass the NCLEX, where are you going to get a job? Those jobs going to be available. We're losing a lot of nurses due to turnover and burnout. What's happening there? Are you going to be able to deal with that stress? So that's kind of what the essay is going to get into. Then when we come back from spring break, we'll start with a medical essay. You're going to tell someone's story with a particular medical topic. And we're going to be working with APA format. Again, if you're a nursing, psychology, sociology major, you're going to be working with APA format. So we're going to do both MLA and APA in this course. This adds to the fun, right? Then the last essay will be an essay on doublespeak, how language is used against you to influence how you think. And you're going to kind of be the investigative reporter exposing doublespeak in a particular source. So those are the 4 major essays. Along the way, we'll be doing exercises, and basically you're going to see 5 major steps to the writing process. One's pre-writing, where you're going to watch a video going over the essay, going to work with some free writing with the journals, do some exercises. Then the second stage is you're actually going to be doing doing the writing. You're going to be actually writing the essay. That's a different process for everybody. I'm kind of a slow writer, and I'm like, why did I take this class? I hate myself. I'm a slow writer. It's painful for me. Other people just can sit there and type and just smile and have a great old time. But again, part of the process is asking questions. If you're getting stuck on a particular part of the essay, you're going to email me, and I'm going to help you, right? Then once the draft is done, so you got the pre-writing, got the drafting. Then we're going to start working with revising. We're going to do peer reviews. Some other people are going to look at your essay, offer advice. I'll look at it too and offer advice. Then you're going to get that feedback back, and you start the 4th step, which is editing, revising, and submitting it for a grade. And that's the kind of the stressful part. There's actually submitting things for grades. And eventually, we're also going to revise the graded essay. Once I grade them and give them back to you, you're going to revise them one more time so I can make sure you understand what I'm saying in your essay. And we're going to repeat that process 4 times throughout the semester with each essay. Alrighty. So for the first things that are coming due, the first one's a syllabus quiz. There's a YouTube video right there showing you how to complete the syllabus quiz and submit it. Then also we're going to have the formatting D2L exercise. The 3rd video show you how to do that. All I'm looking for is to be properly formatted. It should look just like this on the 3rd page, with your last name and page number in a header, and that page number should be counting. Your name, my name, class and section number, date, center the title, and then a short paragraph about yourself. Just your full name, what you prefer to be called, your major. And if you want to give me additional contact information, that's fine. If you're not comfortable with that, that's fine. It's up to you. And then you're going to submit it into D2L. So there's the assignment. It's not going to let me highlight it very easily. But there's the basic assignment. And again, don't write a full essay or anything, just a short paragraph. The whole point of this is for you to be able to format it properly using basic MLA formatting and then submit it through the Dropbox. We're getting a little practice with that before we get to the essays. And again, if you go to YouTube videos, If you're using Microsoft Word, 3A shows you how to do that. If you're using Google Docs, 3B shows you how to do that. If you're using something else like Pages, if you've got a Apple product, MacBook, and you're using Pages, you have to export it as a Word document. If you're having trouble there, you can Google it, obviously, but if you're really having trouble, email me and we'll try and figure it out. And that's kind of the basic idea with this first week, is to where'd that go? For this first week, we're just kind of getting introduced to the course. We're going to do a couple of, when you go read the syllabus, do the syllabus quiz, submit that. Then you're going to do an introduction paragraph, format it properly, and submit that. So kind of just an introduction to the course, nothing too hard, hopefully. These should not take you more than 10-15 minutes each. If you're getting stuck on something, if there's something on the syllabus quiz and you don't see the answer on the syllabus, email me. Please don't spend a lot of time on these assignments. And then we'll get started on the first journals, and then we'll get moving on first essay. So yeah, like I said, the first week, kind of getting introduced to the course, seeing how things work, and seeing if things work. We want to make sure everybody's electronics are working, everybody's writing programs are working, and all that good stuff. Alrighty. And you'll see also on content page, you'll see the essay assignments. There's going to be help resources, all kinds of good stuff to help you out throughout the semester. And obviously, sometimes students say, hey, can you show me a little bit more how to use this, this semicolon or something? I could do another YouTube video. I can throw up a handout. All kinds of things we can do if people are getting stuck on things. So the important thing is to communicate, ask questions when you have them, let me know if there's a problem, and I'll do my best to help. But other than that, I'm going to hush up here. Generally, I try and keep the recordings a little shorter, but it's hard to introduce the entire class and get everybody going in just 5 minutes. But again, if you have questions, let me know, and we will looking forward to a good semester, and we will talk to you later. Bye-bye.